So, round one. So I will be on the play. So I've got a few. One mana plays. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm going to lead with Derogatory Speaker because I can cast my Elves of Deep Shadow and my Oath of Nissa on the second turn, no problem. So this will just let me kind of empty my hand. The Oath of Nissa is going to have to find like a creature or something to really get me going. But I've got the mana here, which is a big game. So I'm going to play the island, and I'm going to level this guy up. Tap it for green. Start with Oath of Nissa. I will take Craterhoof, I guess. It's a shame my opponent sees it, but I'd rather have the interaction. And I'll play Elves of Deep Shadow, and I'll pass. So they're playing blue-white, it looks like, so I expect some more controlling elements. The unfortunate part is they're probably going to hold up counter magic for my Great Craterhoof Behemoth, but I don't really have anything going on, so I'm just going to end up attacking my opponent because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Craterhoof costs 8. I'm going to attack them for 2. Gonna level up my Derogatory Speaker. If it gets a little bit bigger, or if I get a little bit more mana, I could, in theory, give it so my Elves of Deep Shadow is tapping for green also, which is kind of nice. Alright, looks like they're playing Band, which opens the possibilities they could be doing to much larger, scarier things. Alright, so now I could cast my Verdurous Gearhulk, which means I could slam 2 counters in each of these, which is probably the play. I'm going to use the Elves of Deep Shadow, even though I take a pain on that one, because the Derogatory Speaker. Actually, no, I'll keep the. I'll use the Derogatory Speaker as mana source because I'll Feign Force Spike. So we'll put 2 counters on each of these guys. That way I can protect my threats, and it will keep me going here. So I'm not sure what my opponent's got. I guess the real way they get me good here is if they Wrath of God this turn, which would be pretty unfortunate. If they don't have that though, I'm in an okay position. It's possible they're just holding up counter magic for my Craterhoof. Impulse. Huh. Okay. So maybe they're digging for something. They may have just had a bad draw. That's what I'm sort of thinking at this point. So I've got 2 options this turn. I'll have 5 mana in play, and then I'll have the other 3 for the Craterhoof. Craterhoof will give itself and the rest of the team +4/+4. So they'll have a 9/9 and an 8/8, which will attack for lethal. Or they concede. So, yeah. That works too. Alright, so I didn't really see anything. They just said they're playing Band. So I don't really have any sideboard options per se. I'm just going to run it back. You know, I don't know what kind of threats I should be aware of. Looks like they just had a bad hand that they kept. There's no mana dork in this hand. It's got 1 land. I'm going to have to go 6. So this is a much better hand. I'm going to keep it. So opponent's considering mulliganing. I'm going to put this Eternal Witness on top so hard, and I'm going to lead with a I'm going to leave with an Oath of Nissa. And we're going to take a look at the top cards in my library. And I'm going to put Rafellos in my hand. And Island or Enchant it. And then we're going to pass the turn. So what I can do next turn is play Rafellos, then play Levering Falls, start making mana like nobody's business. Alright, now it looks like they've got another Mana Dork in hand. Or not another Mana Dork, they're playing different colors. Red, a couple of gorge. Maybe they're playing like a 5-color deck, and they just drew Bant lands. I'm not sure what. So okay, they're cycling a Cast Out. That's sort of good for me. All right, so next turn I'm going to have access to a fair bit of mana. I'm going to get the blue in play for my Ancestral Recall. That's fine. All right. Oh, that's actually much better. Alright. I'll be Ancestraling. So I've got access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get access to 4 mana this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Elvish Mystic, tap Rofellos, tap this, cast Eternal Witness, get back my Ancestral Recall, pass the turn. So if they don't like wipe the board or something next turn, I can like Gaia's Cradle, Craterhoof Behemoth, I think. Let's see how much mana I can make. Alright, so they got double blue up again, which makes me concerned about counter magic. Okay, so let's take a look. So, say I play Gaia's Cradle. I get 3 mana. Then I can tap this for 2. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so I could do that. I could even do a mana neutral play of playing Derogatory Speaker, which then makes this bad 4 mana. And then cast a Craterhoof. Yeah, I mean, I've yet to see counter magic, so why not? Derogatory Speaker. Gaia's Cradle. 5, 6, 7, 8. Craterhoof Behemoth. So they have the counter magic. Let's see. They're impulsing for counter magic. See, the reason I'm less concerned about this than I would be is because I can metamorph my Eternal Witness and get back my Craterhoof Behemoth. So do they have something? They do not. Alrighty. So now my creatures are big. And I will attack for lots of damage. They're likely going to block something, gain some life with the Finks re-entering the battlefield. That's fine. Yeah, sure. Yep. Put them to 1. They're going to go back to 3. That's all. It's all fine with me. I've got a big board. They kind of need the Wrath of God to survive. Next turn, I'm probably going to just like tutor for something, or Primal Command to land at the top of their deck or something. The Copperline Gorge, take away their red, have it come in untapped. We'll see what they do. They've got some card draw going on here. Not really sure what they're doing. Looks like they just haven't drawn great. Which is a shame for them. I'm just not really sure what their deck is doing, per se. Looks like they're playing Bant plus red. They're playing a lot of blue-white control-y effects from the looks of it. I've only seen them cast out, Impulse, Brainstorm, and Kitchen Finks. So those speak to me like a control deck. Kitchen Finks is a very defensively minded creature. You know, you block some damage, you gain some life, you block some more damage. Card draw, removal. I'm just not sure what they're doing. Alright, so they finished their Brainstorm. Alright, so let's see if they got something for me. Soul Ring. Alright, it's a good start. It's a good card. Jace. Oh, he's gonna probably +1 the Jace, right? Yeah, okay. That's fine. So, the problem is that I can just make another Craterhoof Behemoth. They don't know that yet, but it's true. So, trans this 5. So the only problem is I only got one blue source, so I have to. Oh no. So I can Mold Drifter cast. Draw 3 cards. Pay 2 life. Metamorph. Metamorph my Craterhoof. Make my team huge. Yep, and that's the match. So yeah, it was a pretty easy 2-0 for the first one with my blue-green ramp deck. Things looking good so far. See you in round 2.